Please stand and remove your hats for our national anthem. Please remain standing for the invocation, which will be given by Rabbi Isabel DeKonig.
You have sung, you have danced, you have sown, you have written, you have filmed, you have designed, you have created, you have boldly imagined, and we have arrived. Through tectonic shifts in civil society and earth-shattering pandemic, you have persevered, built lifelong friendships, transformational mentorships, and the foundations of future success. So with hearts overflowing, we give thanks for you, our graduates, for your families and friends, for our faculty, staff, and administrators. Each person here on this stage, watching this ceremony at home, and so many others we can call to mind today, has served to nurture, sustain, support, challenge, inspire, and uplift you on this journey. And by the merit of that devotion, we are able to celebrate this joyous graduation today. We ask the source of blessing to bless our graduates as they go forward into a world rife with challenges and ripe with possibilities. May you go out from Drexel with your eyes filled with wonder and hearts filled with courage and compassion, ready to explore the world as it is and inspired to help transform it into the world that it might yet be. May the lessons you have learned and the tools you have developed here at Drexel serve to propel you forward. And may the relationships that have sustained you here on campus continue to sustain you as you go out to build and design, explore, understand, innovate, and create. May you each find roles that allow you to offer the world your greatest professional gifts, and may the work of your hands and hearts be ever in the service of community and humanity. May every day from this day forward offer you pathways for continued learning, growth, and service. May bold vision, wise counsel, and generosity of spirit guide your way. And wherever your paths lead you, may each of you always be accompanied by great light, great love, and great laughter. Be who you are, dear graduates. May you be blessed in all that you are and all that you will become. Congratulations to the class of 2021. May this moment carry you forward from strength to strength.
Please be seated. Please welcome President John Fry.
Thank you for those beautiful words, Rabbi Isabel. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. This is such a great day, and we are also deeply fortunate to be together virtually as well as the Westphal College of Media, Arts, and Design, the creative beating heart of our university. We are fortunate to be successfully emerging from a challenging time for our university and for all communities. And most of all, we are fortunate to be able to celebrate the members of this outstanding class who will graduate today. So on this day of celebration and joy, let me be the first to say congratulations to the amazing class of 2021. We are so very proud of your accomplishments and wish you the best of success as you join thousands of other proud Drexel alumni. I hope you savor this milestone in your academic career and on your life's journey. You deserve all the accolades and more. This class has pushed the boundaries of academic and research excellence and set new standards for civic engagement. And if the past year has taught us anything, it has showed how incredibly resilient all of you are. You've learned already that you are entering a challenging and complex world. And more than ever, it is a world that desperately needs you. It needs the many contributions you will make in your places of work and in your communities. You hold in your hands the long-term health, equity, and prosperity of our society. How you make use of the knowledge you have worked so hard to acquire will determine our collective future. It has been said, very wisely, that the success of our society and our democracy rests upon our willingness to think of each other and not only ourselves. My hope is that you will fully embrace this principle, that you will step up in your communities, and that you will take on the solemn responsibility of leadership. Knowing this class of 2021, I have no doubt that we can look forward together with confidence. We can contemplate the truly exciting and deeply necessary ways in which you will contribute. Our university is a profoundly better place because of your efforts over the last 4 to 5 years. Our capacity for knowledge, for innovation, and for service to others is so much greater, thanks to each of you. And that's what we celebrate at Commencement. I want to extend a warm welcome to our Commencement speaker, Lisa Jackson, an incredibly accomplished leader who serves as a vice president at Apple, where her portfolio includes Apple's $100 million Racial Equity and Justice Initiative. I know Lisa has many wonderful insights to share with us this morning. So let me close by saying this to our graduates. All of us at Drexel look forward to hearing about your future successes in scholarship, in your professions, and especially in your communities. And I want you to know that all of us at Drexel hold you deeply in our hearts. Once again, congratulations on your graduation. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Jason Schubach, Dean of the Westphal College of Media Arts and Design, who is presiding over his first commencement at Drexel. Jason.
Thank you, President Fry. I would like to welcome all of us joining us virtually, distinguished guests, Westphal faculty and staff, families, loved ones, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2021. It is my honor to congratulate you. In my first year as Dean of the college, I may not have been able to meet you face to face, but it has been my pleasure to get to know you through your virtual presence, your incredible work, your messages, and your advocacy. I am so incredibly proud of everything that you have accomplished. I can't tell you how many times I have jumped for joy at my desk at seeing your beautiful fashion designs, your innovative video games, original music, impressive architectural and interior designs, outstanding performances, interdisciplinary research projects, and just so much more. The love that you've put into the world during this unbelievably difficult year is just so awesome. It's now my pleasure to introduce Claire Miller. Claire will address us on behalf of the undergraduate class of 2021. Claire?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Claire Miller, and I'm a music industry student in the Drexel University Westphal College of Media Arts and Design. I want to share my congratulations with the graduating class of 2021. I am so honored to represent the undergraduate class this year. The past 4 years at Drexel University have included some of the best moments of my life. I've grown into someone that goes above and beyond who I thought I could ever be. Through these past 4 years, we have all had our ups and downs. This past year is an accomplishment in and of itself. When the announcement came out in March of 2020 that we would be remote, I felt confused. It almost didn't feel real. I did not realize how much I would miss walking through the doors of the Urban Center and Studio One every day. Though I had a chance to reset over the past year, a part of me missed interacting with my classmates. Luckily, a professor once told me that the most important thing, not only in college but in life as well, are relationships. I spent the past year in quarantine continuing to invest in the people I missed and the relationships that I cherish. As students, we have been forced to face unprecedented times. We have adapted to a different method of learning, all while taking care of ourselves and the people around us. Ultimately, we learned that it is okay not to be okay. So what does it really mean to be a 2021 graduate? It means we have defied odds that were put against us. It means we overcame life's difficulties, whether we did it simultaneously or separately. It means we came together in times when there was a need for social justice, all while a virus was taking away from our education. It means despite what we have been presented with, we are stronger because of it. We may have been knocked down, but we are coming back more resilient because of it. We have battled the unexpected, and for that reason, the future ahead of us is bright. This pandemic has been a cold season in our educational careers. Soon, our time will come to venture out into a new type of world, a world that we will shape ourselves. Creative industries are forever changed. As graduates, we need to be prepared to adapt into a world that is different than the one we knew. It is crucial that we celebrate how far we have come and give ourselves credit for our accomplishments. Being here today is an achievement for all of us. We have persevered through some of the most difficult times the world has ever faced. As students during this abnormal time, we must recognize this trauma. With the help of the people around us, we can prepare to heal from the damage. Our time is now and destiny is calling. I am grateful to call Drexel a home away from home. No matter what happens in the time ahead, I know I can rely on the people I've come to know here. As everyone knows, today was not supposed to be like this. Despite the circumstances, I am so blessed to be standing here today. Westphal is a place where creativity blossoms and collaboration is ignited. Here's to the countless nights spent in design studios, to working with others to innovate, to flourishing with ideas that make the world a better place, to the artists, architects, dancers, photographers, designers, performers, filmmakers, musicians, managers, and producers, congratulations. With a Drexel degree comes talent, passion, and ambition. Thank you to my family, friends, peers, and the patient faculty in Westphal. I am proud to be part of this college and grateful to be a forever dragon. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Claire. That was fabulous. I'd now like to welcome Colin Lott, who is going to speak for the graduate class of 2021. Colin?
Good morning. I'm honored to have this opportunity to speak to you today. So here we are, over a year into the global pandemic, celebrating the end of our higher education and probably still convincing people that what we spent the last few years learning and doing is not just a hobby. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Colin Lott, a graduating interior architecture and design master's student, a creative, and a dreamer. All of which, at face value, don't make me uncommon, but from my actions, make me one of a kind. I believe every one of us can put into words the characteristics and potential we have, but only you have the ability to make you one of a kind. I recently have subscribed to the idea that it doesn't matter what you say, it matters what you do. It's far easier to define the problem. Anyone can point out what isn't working, but dreamers and creatives provide solutions. And today's graduates find the solution to every problem versus the problem to every solution. The past few years, we've created amazing work. I'd be shocked to hear that you've made it this far not loving what you do, a majority of the time. It is that love for what you do that is the cornerstone of your amazing work. It is the difference between working to live rather than living to work. What inspires me and the people touched by our creativity are the journeys and risks we've taken. I've developed an appreciation during my time in the Westphal College of presenting my unique point of view. Not only does this idea give us power for the present and future of change, but it fuels our drive to solve through innovation and build upon our journeys. Many times I've been inspired by the work I've seen in classes and in passing of all the students in the college. In our studies, in professional experiences inside and out of co-ops, and in extracurriculars we've packed into our busy schedules, these solutions don't come without the lingering or occasional visit of fear. The doubts of, is this feasible? Will this be successful? But our strengths lie in how we look past those fears, how we decide to take the next step and conquer the obstacles that lie ahead. Because ultimately, we love what we do, and that drives us to create amazing work. While we didn't exclusively study politics or sociology, we have the freedom to consider them in our work. So whether it is telling a story from your unique perspective, creating a design to solve an immediate crisis, or change a broken system we've long been comfortable with, your work has an effect. We stand at the cusp of being able to change countless problems in our world. It is our generation that is taking the lead and pressing on the visions not only for an equal world, but a diverse and inclusive one. We'd like to believe that arts and design have no boundaries, no rules, and no limitations. But in our world, all three exist. As a new forceful generation coming into the field, it is our charge to actively and constantly uplift the visions and works of everyone. This includes Black, queer, female, Asian, non-binary, Latin, Indigenous, people with limited abilities, and so many other artists and designers, the list goes on. The best work we can present is diverse and inclusive in the creative process and execution. Our world will always be better off with the visions of different individuals coming together. The talent of this class is limitless. We have so much to give. So next time you get questioned about your educational endeavors and what your degree signifies, think of this. There is no part of our world that isn't touched by artists, designers, and creatives like us. The furniture used in boardrooms where important decisions are made, the branding and packaging of food that is used to nourish us, the tech and media created to provide connections and escapes from reality, the art people use to express themselves. We are not starving artists that need to prove ourselves. We are thriving artists and changing lives. I challenge you to take your skills, marry them with your vision, and create solutions that positively and proactively address normalized yet unjust problems. Take the leap. There's a saying in the Westphal College that design is intelligence made visible, which has stuck with me for a while. But simply seeing the intelligence in design is not enough to correct what we actually live. We have to act. Ultimately, it doesn't matter what you say, it matters what you do. If you've ever thought to yourself, it isn't my time, I'm not experienced, I'm not qualified, I challenge you again to take 10 seconds and think to yourself, why not? Advocate for yourself, push your limits, while also advocating for those who are underrepresented in the creative spaces we are entering. Make room for all voices, visions, and perspectives that more often than not are unrecognized or uninvited. Your point of view, vision, and work is everything. It is unique, it is bold, it matters. It is the fuel behind you that allows you to breathe the fire from inside. It is the one-of-a-kind, amazing, and never-before-seen solution you bring to life from the self-discovered love for what you do that can make a difference. You wouldn't be here today if you didn't have a passion, the ability to conquer that fear and make your voice loud. This is personal. Your accomplishments are personal. Your work and your point of view are personal and have brought you this far. But don't forget to bring others along for the ride. It takes all of us working together, seeing each other's visions to reach new heights. Don't let fear be the reason you stop now, because we are dragons and we breathe fire. Thank you to the Westphal faculty and staff. Thank you to our mentors, and thank you to our friends and family who have helped us along the way. And congratulations, Westphal class of 2021.
Thank you so much, Colin. That was awesome. And congratulations to you and Claire on your graduation. Now, I'd like to recognize those undergraduate students who have demonstrated outstanding academic achievement at Drexel, as reflected in outstanding final grade point averages. Students who graduate with a GPA between 3.5 and 3.7 are designated cum laude, or with honor. Will cum laude graduates please give yourself a round of applause? Friends and family, congratulate them, slap them on the back. Now's the moment to celebrate. Those graduating with GPA between 3.7 and 3.9 are designated magna cum laude, or with outstanding honor. Will our magna cum laude graduates now give yourself a round of applause, celebrate as a family. Students graduating with a GPA of 3.9 or higher are designated summa cum laude, or with highest honor. It's time to party. Congratulate yourself, and congratulations to all of you. The Research Excellence Award is presented by the Graduate College to graduate students who have completed original, innovative research, scholarship, or creativity during their career at Drexel. The awards are designed to recognize widely disseminated student research with significant impact in the field or society. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipients. Hadia Bino-Sebron, MS in Interior Architecture and Design, and Carla Roberts, also an MS in Interior Architecture and Design, for receiving this award. Congratulations to Hadia and Carla. It's now my honor to invite our keynote speaker, Lisa Jackson, to address the class of 2021.
Hello, class of 2021. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of your day. Thank you to the Drexel faculty and staff, administrators, trustees, all the essential people across the university, not only for letting me celebrate with you today, but for doing what it took to make sure today actually happened. Thank you for getting our graduates through this last year, for keeping them safe and moving forward when the world completely shifted under our feet. It is truly an honor to be with you, and I'm especially happy to be your speaker during Drexel's Climate Year. I have spent my life and my career both in government and now at Apple, working on initiatives to protect our planet and protect our health. So I am thrilled and grateful to see new institutions and upcoming generations taking up this work, and to be there alongside you. I also know that art has an essential role to play here. I'm a scientist by training, and I've taken on climate change through a number of different government policies and business initiatives, and my experience has taught me that none of those things work without compelling images and stories that show us what we're up against and what we're fighting for. I'm glad to see that you're making art a component of Climate Year through things like the Drowned World photographs at Drexel's Academy of Natural Sciences. Now, if climate change was the only global crisis you all had to think about through such a pivotal year of your life, that would be enough. Unfortunately, you had to deal with more. That makes the milestone you've reached today all the more meaningful. What you've done is truly extraordinary. It's challenging enough to get here under normal circumstances, and you got it done in one of the strangest and most difficult years any of us has ever known. You should be incredibly proud of that, and everyone you know should be in awe of the resilience and perseverance you've shown. I hope you recognize that you're stepping out into the world with different lessons and deeper reserves of strength, extremely hard won, that most other graduating classes don't have. And that gives me a lot of hope for you, class of 2021. That said, as strong as you are, I know you didn't get that way by yourself. So let's also be sure to recognize and thank all the moms and dads, aunties, uncles, friends, cousins, professors, mentors, and others who helped get you here. And I want to take a moment to turn our minds and our hearts to the people who couldn't be here today. I hope you know how proud they would be of you, and I'm sure they would want you to fully embrace the joy in today and in your accomplishment. This has been a complicated year, to say the least, so I wanted to keep my message for you today pretty simple. My message is this: we need you right now. We need artists and creators and storytellers more than we have at any time in living memory. And there are plenty of reasons why, but let me just share 3. The first reason is pretty straightforward. We need art to help us get back to something that feels like normal. A year ago, we took for granted that we could go see a show, hear live music, or visit a museum. And getting those things back is going to be incredibly special. There are literally millions of people who are eager to get back to concerts and the theater and art galleries and to share those experiences with other people. And as much as I love my son Brian, who studied game design at Drexel, there's only so long you can hang out on Twitch before you want some real human interaction. I also say this in the hopes of reassuring you that you are graduating into opportunities. The pandemic was devastating to the arts, in particular, the performing arts. But I know we're going to see things coming back. And that is good news for all of us. At the beginning of this year, the National Endowment for the Arts said that arts and culture make up more of US GDP than construction or agriculture or transportation. But most importantly, we need artists and the people who make art possible to help restore the joy and togetherness that we lost in this last year. Which brings me to the second reason we need you, and it's a taller order. We need you because art is the best way to help us heal. Science came to the rescue in this crisis, and history is going to have a lot to report on what happened, but we need more than they can offer. Only art has the power to convey what we've really been through. Everyone in the world has experienced something we don't yet know how to explain, and we've all been through it together. Now we're all waiting to know what artists are going to say, what you're going to show us, how you're going to help us understand and heal in ways that no accounting of the statistics and facts ever will. We're waiting for your music, your painting, your sculptures, and how you'll show it in dance or capture it in photographs. We're counting on the spaces, experiences, campaigns, and products you'll design, shaped by what you know now, after what you've been through and witnessed in the last year. And we're looking to all the new ways you've learned to tell stories, from video games to design to virtual reality and more, that give you new ways to reach out. That, over time, is what is going to help us heal. The third thing we need from you as artists is to raise up voices that need to be heard. The pandemic has been disproportionately devastating. It fell the hardest on people who are not heard as loudly or seen as frequently in our national and global conversations. We know this from the data, but it is art that will help us see the real people and the terrible consequences behind those numbers, and hopefully ensure that we don't let anything like that happen again. We need to know the stories of the millions of women who dropped out of the workforce and how that upended their lives. We need to hear the voices of Black and brown families and communities that were hit hardest by the economic and health effects of COVID-19 and who were most vulnerable because of years of underinvestment. There are stories we need to know from the nurses, caregivers, and doctors who carried unimaginable burdens for us, and the essential workers who kept the world moving while so many had the relative luxury of social distancing. Raising up untold stories is what art at its best has always done, and the need today is incredibly urgent. It's one of the reasons I'm so proud to support the new Bridge Scholars Program here at Westphal, to help ensure that the world-class training and community you've built here is strengthened by the contributions of minority and first-generation students. I'd like to leave you with some thoughts from an inspiring Philadelphia photographer, storyteller, and curator named Deb Willis. Deb Willis has spent decades showing the world how powerfully art can capture our experiences, elevate voices that haven't been heard before, and help us see each other in ways that we would have otherwise missed. She said a few years ago that she loved to see how young people have, quote, taken the experiences that they've had in college and with others in their travels to say, I'm coming to the table. They aren't asking to be at the table, they're making room for themselves at the table. She said that new generations of artists are creating new ways and new narratives to tell our stories. Because of your experience here at Drexel and the hard work you've put in, you are now ready to go out and create those new ways and new narratives. You are prepared to step up and meet the moment when we need you more than ever before. At a time like this, nothing is as powerful and restorative as creativity and stories. There's work ahead of us that only people with your experience, your training, and your perspectives can do. Go make room for yourselves at the table and show us what you can do. Congratulations, class of 2021, and thank you so much.
On behalf of everyone at the Westphal College, thank you so much, Lisa. That was incredible and so inspiring. In this ceremony, we paid tribute to the graduating class of 2021. Now, it's the graduates' turn to salute those who have helped them along the way. I would like to recognize the parents, spouses, partners, children, and loved ones of all of our graduates. Whether you're watching this streaming ceremony together or separated by miles, your love and support are surely felt by our graduating students today. Graduates, it's time to give a huge thank you to all those folks that help you on your journey. Give them a huge in-person hug or digital thank you now. Now I ask the members of the class of 2021 to salute their professors and mentors at Drexel University. The Westphal College faculty, staff, and advisors have watched you grow into capable, gifted young artists, designers, researchers, and entrepreneurs. I know you'll send your thanks to all of them. We hope you'll keep in touch with them as you embark on your next steps. Okay, I want to wrap up today with a little advice about what to do next for our graduates, and I want to keep it simple. I want you to remember the 3 R's: rest, refresh, and get ready to rumble. Rest. 2020 was a lot. It is important as you graduate that you take a moment to rest and reflect on what we have all been through. Resting is part of the work. Refresh. Hey, we all deserve a little bit of release and refreshing after this year. I encourage you to find joy this summer and bask in the glow of family and friends as we return to the world in a safe way. Remember the pleasure of human relationships and celebrate so that you can be ready to rumble. It is no joke that the world needs you to be ready to show up. Pandemics change the world, and we need your intelligence, creativity, and heart to make it a better place for all. There will be hardships ahead, but also huge opportunities for you to invent a new world. Do not accept that things must be the change. You can be the change. You are the change. I want to leave you today with a few words from my favorite writer, Arundhati Roy's essay, "The Pandemic is a Portal." Roy says, "Historically, pandemics have forced humans to break with the past and imagine their world anew. This one is no different. It is a portal, a gateway between one world and the next. We can choose to walk through it, dragging the carcasses of our prejudice and hatred, our avarice, our data banks and dead ideas, our dead rivers and smoky skies behind us. Or we can walk through lightly, with little luggage, ready to imagine another world and ready to fight for it. So go rest, joyfully refresh, and get ready to rumble and ready to fight for it. Congratulations to the class of 2021. We are all so proud of you. We're also excited to continue graduation activities on Friday, June 11th, tomorrow, at the university-wide commencement at Citizens Bank Park beginning at 7:30 p.m., where all the degrees will be formally conferred. Once again, graduates, please, congratulations, and please continue watching for individual recognition of graduates. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Master's degrees. Taiwo Aboye, Fatima Salah Al-Mokhazim, Clarissa Apadou, Jana Arbach, Rachel Ayala Silver, Sanjana Babu, Donald Beaver, Lindsay Bedford, Kendra Blanchard Bolden, Shanna Bowers, Eric Brettenstein, Rebecca Jane Brinks, Rachel Brobst, Andrew Bruzowski, Victoria Bueso, Hadia Bino Seabarn, Zinzi Kai, Paul Culliman, Charlene Campbell, Johan Cow, Blake Kappel, Lauren Kuchia, Autumn Siganek, Dana De Silva, Mizuki Davis, Phoebe DeFries, Nina DeMary, Jacqueline DiFerdinando, Lauren Dishert, Tiffany England, Mary Filipponi, Mayoka Fafana, Anna Fowler, Ileana Garcia, Kiara Gillick, Caitlin Glenn, Roman Golibiowski, Emily Grigsby, Jilly He, Kelly Hyam, Virgil Hodges, Rochelle Hawley, Stephen Horworth, Yasmin Hubby, Kylie Huffman, Kennedy Jackman, Javni Jagani, Noor Jemmy, Yifeng Jiang, Karima Jabril, Robert Johnson, Theano Caravangelis, Stephanie Katz, Emily King, Janine Nib, Malia Kanicki, Natalie Katsidis, Joshua Lapping, Alexandria Latimer, Sharif Lattimore, Xianyu Li, Xiao Lin, John Liu, Xiao Liu, Colin Lott, Anna Mays, Rebecca Francis McCarran, Heather McLaughlin, Matthew McMenamine, Joseph Moreno, Rebecca Murphy, Tom Nolan, April O'Brien, Erica Ortiz, Matthew Palmer, Daniel Pollen, Venice Penn, Michaela Perry, Stephanie Popa, Megan Purcell, Abigail Renk, Carla Roberts, Christina Robald, Juliana Sandel, Michelle Schultes, Greg Cyber, Christopher Silva, Julie Snelling, Ah-Young Song, Pranav Sood, Abigail Stein, Jaden Stepik, Cherise Sutherland, Shelley Thomas, Renee Thomas, Margaret Thomas, Pei Tian, Nathan Timmons, Alexis Vandeventer, Urjan Wang, Zemo Wang, Samantha Wilkerson, Devon Winter, Colleen Wasanewski, Caitlin Woodside, Jie Wu, Jian Shu, Joseph Yao, Yida Zhao, Rachel Yar, Oksana Loseva, bachelor's degrees, Susanna Addo, Michael Agurkis, Stephanie Aranda, Robert Alavino, Bridget Burns, Devin Cressman, Alan Efemchuk, Stephanie Germanoro, Kelsey Gibson, Christopher Heitha, Joshua Kiley, Thomas Keller, Ksenia Kudinova, Kayla Landau, David J. Eok Lim, Sarah Millar, Parveer Mundi, Diana Nguyen, Rafaela Pereira, Garrett Petters, Matthew Rainsford, Dylan Robertson, Danielle Solino, Andrew Stein, Xiao Yang, Brian Zaleski, Nicholas Zilkowski, Quinton Blumka, Laura Brose, Catherine Chips, Courtney Enone, Sharon Yoon, Miriam Abdu, Stephan Abraham, Austin Abrams, Ana Acosta Ruiz, Luca Aguilera, Arpit Singh Aluwalia, Alexis Aiken, Austin Albano, Emily Alm, Miranda Almston, Brett Anderson, Gabriela Andrade Farad, Taylor Andrews, Nicolas Agnon, Jonathan Ansa, Chloe Achu Mamlet, Audrey Beck, Alexandra Balance, William Balu, Zara Barrett, Delaney Bass, Kaylin Bates, Brandon Bauer, Brianna Bechtold, Haley Beckman, Lauren Beich, Journey Bell, Michael Bolino, Jenna Bennett, Joseph Bilkey, Jennifer Blanco, Brad Blazinski, Cynthia Blatz, Fidel Boma, Ama Botiang, Malcolm Bornman, Elizabeth Both, Alexander Bowie, Gary Bowman, Giovanna Boyd, Shannon Boyle, Timothy Braxton, Ariel Bradley, Lily Brenner, Casey Brenning, Caitlin Brooks, Rowan Brown, Aaron Brunner, An Bowie, Nina Bowie, Brianna Michelle Busareth, Thomas Bolchkacelli, Michael Burke, Hank Byerly, Kate Bird, Miles Campbell, Alexis Kennard, Xianling Cao, Julia Capreri, Nicole Case, Patrick Castillo, Margot Catalona, Ellen Saran, Carmen Chan, Jacob Carbonneau, Angel Chasko, Elton Chow, Andrew Chen, Jackie Chen, Olivia Chin, William Christian, Michaela Christian, Hadley Kreisman, Jill Stokowski, Jessica Cioletti, Chloe Clark, Natalie Klosser, Kyle Cohen, Chloe Clotthorpe, James Conroy, Laura Copbird, Julianne Cormier, Trevor Corning, Tristan Costanzo, Daniel Cossart, Haley Cox, Claudia Korthemel, Margarita Cruz Urbank, Layla Curtis, Giovanni D'Agostino, UC Dye, Shayna Davis, Isabel DeCandia, Robert Decker, Brandon Delval, Jenna Demmer, Spencer Dennis, Reham Dibb, Emma Dietz, Shalise Dillon, Ilana DeSanti, Jess Dixon, Devin Doney, Julie Donahue, Jillian Doherty, Alyssa Dunn, Brian Edmondson, Jordan Egan, Eden Einhorn, Emily Eisenberg, Montana Ellison, Chivang Eng, Nicholas Esperson, Katerina Esquivel, Kathleen Uting, Andrew Fairfull, Julia Fairley, Alexandra Farrar, Tara Farrow, Andrew Favorito, Charles Fernandez, Alexander Fichera, Kayla Fine, Ryan Fitzgerald, Sven Fitzgerald, Elizabeth Fleming, Faith Flynn, David Fort, Kennedy Fort Foskey, Lorraine Francisco, Marcel Frederick, Sydney Gallagher, Alexandra Gallo, Dana Garcia Ramirez, Mayra Garrett, Shun Yi Ji, Cameron George, Brianna Garofsky, Alfred Giamboni, Emily Giordano, Andre Gerard, Will Givner, Alexander Goldstein, Emma Goodwin, Emma Graff, Forrest Grant, Dylan Gray, Brant Gray, Ashley Griga, Caroline Bray Grimm, Lee Guan, Anthony Guarna, Aviva Charlotte Guidalia, Jessica Gaditi, Ashwithi Ganashakaran, Peter Guilletang, Kavan Haas, Tyler Haas, Michelle Hagos, Samantha Hall, Alicia Hombach, Samuel Hahn, Lila Hanisch, Gabrielle Harder, Jenna Haryu, Benjamin Horowitz, Mari Harwit, Fatima Hassan, Connor Heap, Sierra Hegley, Anna Henkel, Jonathan Haroon, Matthew Herzog, Shannon Hill, Hannah Nashko, Abigail Haffer, Mira Halanen, Dylan Holder, Gabriella Honeywell, Brianna Hornberger, Gabrielle Howard, Megan Rechak, Ning Su, Seth Hugg, Mary Highland, Robert Isle, James Imberowitz, Caroline Inderwise, Rifa Islam, Rachel Jacobson, Jonathan Janayak, Kalita Jarman, Andrew Johnson, Sarah Johnson, David Jones, Zachary Jones, David Huro, Lindsay Kane, Sri Srinivas Kenan Kanti, Evan Kaplo, Abby Carl, Sine Cato, Carly Katzef, Hannah Katzman, Nicole Keimer, Ryan Kelly, Mara Kelly, Nicholas Kennis, Aleski Kavan, Sean Kimball, Luca Klimko, Candace Kleiman, Victoria Riley Klein, Musika Kogo, Eric Kolenstein, Joseph Konenzi, Tatiana Krakmaleva, Elizabeth Kulik, Alexandra Kurtz, Mia Kwan, Abigail Lang, Gregory Lagenhorst, Heather Lanfar, Sarah Latta, Margaret Lamakis, Eric Lauterbach, Damjan Lazik, Alexander Leatherwood, Janie Lechner, Brian Lee, Marissa Lee, Bria Lee, Rebecca Lewis, Sin Lee, Joshua Lindenmayer, Deirdre Liu, Sajia Liu, Calder Lloyd, Tiffany Loring, Alexandra Lyons, Celia Macarelli, Taryn McDonald, Augustus Madden, Dustin Magison, Neil Mancuso, Alec Martin, Richard Martin, Eric Martis, Jacob McCloskey, Liam McGee, Brian McGrath, Julia McIntyre, Jake McKenna, Julie McLaughlin, Madeline McLean, Jill McMonigal, Nikos Melendi, Lisa Marola, Nicholas Mesa, Kevin Meow, Zachary Miller, Claire Miller, Lucas Miller, Catherine Milliken, Natalie Mills, Vincent Mills, Devin Minuto, Natalia Miranuk, Michael Mitolis, Carmel Mockton, Nicholas Mangelli, Silvana Montalegre Hutchins, Constance Moore, Adriana Montrain Lorraine, Alan Morris Smith, Nicholas Moy, Benjamin Murray, Emma Meyer, Elizabeth Myers, Kavna Nambier, Alexis Nania, Natalie Narzizo, Brandon Nelson, Daryl Nelson, Ni Nguyen, Trong Nguyen, Lin Nguyen, Myra Nguyen, Xander Nix, Sophie Noble, David Novick, Ethan O'Grady, Nathan Ollert, Annie O'Malley, Maria Osanova, Kyla Outen, Zhangjian Aoyang, Daniel Pasella, Isabel Palat, Lauren Panicelli, James Papiani, Alex Parmet, Rima Patel, Anjali Patel, Shuxian Pang, Yinghu Pang, Miranda Peralta, Catherine Finkst, Brianna Phelps, Sally Phillips, Indy Philpotts, Callie Pines, Megan Pollock, Maria Prastos, Elise Pundrier, Nicole Quach, Jack Radin, Harmon Randleman, Prathna Ranganathan, Isabella Raposa, Emma Rapuano, Kyle Reed, Natalie Richardson, Ashley Richardson, Gabriella Rizzo, Elijah Rizzuto Smith, Griffin Robbins, Hunter Robinson, Angelical Rogers, Owen Rogarth, Sienna Rohrbaugh, Abigail Rothwell, Justin Ruta, Devin Riley, Jake Sampson, Nasir Sanchez, Megan Santachowri, Ethan Scheidelmeyer, Benjamin Schneerman, Jonathan Schneider, Marissa Schwabi, Emily Schwartz, Francesca Shiaka, Tyler Sheenan, Yinruyan Shen, Myongju Shin, Martina Saletti, Nishna Singh, LaShante Smith, Rachel Smook, Samantha Spite, Allison Spiridigliosi, Catherine Stevens, Timothy Stolwick, Jasmine Stroud, Hannah Sturgis, Michaela Swanson, Carly Swerdloff, Alexandra Tsiroyazkina, Alexandra Tatslikaya, Tapanle Tape, Amy Tejada, Tina Tang, Enrique Terra, Lindsay Thompson, Aaron Tillery, Alexa Tollefson, Mary Tomkovich, Emily Tomlinson, Catherine Toto, Kristen Toysey, Mackenzie Teresi, Lindsay Uber, Veronica Ulatowski, Sarah Unger, Medha Upal, Lila Vanni, Cameron Vargas, Sophia Vervilla, Rohin Verma, Andrew Vermeulen, Juliana Vivino, Ryan Viz, Katerina Volkov, Glenn Volpe, Nicholas Vonk, Luke Wade, Samuel Walker, Julia Walker, Katie Walsh, James Walsh, Vaughn Walsh, Yishin Wang, Angela Wan, Jadelyn Watkins, Matthew Weiss, Evan Westman, Jacob Westphal, Matthew White, China Whitfield, Carl Williams, Gregory Williams, Julia Wicks Chalice, Benjamin Wong, Jessica Shu, Tala Yaha, Mackenzie Yard, Xiatong Yi, Shibane Yeredu, Leslie Yip, Lillian Yu, Caitlin Zattel, Yushuan Zhang, Tianyi Zhao, Yan Zhang, Jia Zhang, Borong Zhu, Zhendong Zhu, Ryan Zimmerman,